Joining me now is author Gabrielle Bauer. She's the author of the new book, Blind Sight is 2020. And Gabrielle, thanks so much for joining me on the show. Before we get into the meat and potatoes of the book, I was, as is my job to do as a fellow journalist, poking a little bit around into your background. And as I previously said to you, don't take this the wrong way, but you're not a crazy person. And, and I'm told by the mainstream media and the people in the white lab coats that anybody who disagrees with the prevailing government narrative on the COVID pandemic is a crazy person and a conspiracy theorist. And if you ask Justin Trudeau, a fringe radical extremist and quite possibly a white supremacist, but I don't find any of that.
You forgot racist and misogynist.
That too. Yeah. And I don't find any of that in your background. In fact, I find an accomplished medical journalism background for you. So tell us a little bit about your background first.
Yeah, thanks. It's a pleasure to be on the show. I have an academic background in biochemistry, and I ended up as a medical writer and health journalist. So I write for both doctors, like health professionals, doctors, pharmacists, nurses, and for the general public. I've been doing it for 29 years. I work with doctors every day. I work with pharma companies as well. So, you might say that I'm part of the medical establishment. And as well, I'm 66 years old now, 63 when the pandemic started. So, yes, you would not think that my profile matches someone who would have such deep, deep objections to what went on. As I joke, I'm not a grandma, but I'm old enough to be one. So, ostensibly, the policies were designed to save people like me. But no, I had a visceral recoil against the whole thing from the start.
Okay, so let's talk about that. I know for a lot of people, there's a moment in time where they figure out, wait, this is not at all making any sense and not at all what we've normally done when we have a wave of infectious disease rolling out of China, as we tend to do every 5 to 10 years. What was it for you that really was the scales falling off your eyes?
Well, to be honest, the moment was literally from day one, from hour one. There was no sort of period, of a month or 2 months when I was on board. I pretended to be on board for the first 6 weeks because everybody in my circle was, and it took me a few weeks to really find my sea legs and start venturing online at first and then talking to other people and finding my tribe. But I remember thinking, literally, when the lockdowns were announced for the first time, I thought, why are we only listening to scientists here? A pandemic is a human problem. It's not just a scientific problem to solve. We have to sort of shepherd the human family through all this. Why are we not listening to mental health experts? Why are we not listening to economists and philosophers and historians and bioethicists? This is not just a problem of trying to control a virus. It's so much more.
Oh, hey, what you just saw there is a clip from my weekly full-length show, The Gun Show. It airs on Wednesday, but this is the internet. You can watch it whenever you feel like. You just have to become a subscriber to our paywalled premium content. Just go to rebelnewsplus.com to become a member today.